Hello friends, this is the Cryptonian taking a look at Bitcoin BTC. Now, Bitcoin kind of boring lately, I know, but actually there's some significant developments going on. Currently right now, we are should be closing out this week here unless we have a huge sell-off, closing out this week in the positive, which is good. The week will close out today. Today's Sunday, Northeast American East Coast time. And So this is, excuse me, this is good news. This is what we really needed to see in this area. This this candlestick shows that we do have a wick towards the bottom, a shadow, and that is a slightly higher low. So we do remain bullish on the weekly, and we have more volume coming in this week than what we have seen since, let's see, since October. Excuse me, yeah, October 4. That the week of October 4 is the last time we saw this level of purchasing. Now, this assumes that we do not have a big sell-off tonight. Now, usually Sunday nights we do see some selling take place, so we need to be careful. But on the weekly, we do see our volume oscillator still in the positive, which is good. That is a sign for the bulls. RSI is 40 on the weekly. We have room to push up, which is good. And stochastics is down at the bottom, ready to turn up when the bulls start buying and pushing the price higher. So you can see over here in this consolidation area last summer, excuse me, last year in the summer, we pushed up to the 30-day moving average here, okay? And we were rejected, and then we spent some time down here towards the lows of the range with a lot of accumulation before we pushed up. Now this took, several weeks to occur, and that's pretty much what I'm expecting here. I'm not expecting any crazy breakouts for a while. I think when we take a look at the lower time frame, when we take a look at the daily, we can see that our 30-day moving average here that has acted as resistance in the past. Here it's resistance. Here it's resistance. Here we didn't even get to that point. We just broke down before getting to that point. We broke down off of the 10-day moving average there. So I think what's going to happen is we do see consolidation like here on the daily, which is good, and we do have a positive week. We should close this week positive like I just showed you on the weekly chart. But I think we're probably going to get rejected at the 40-41 level here. Maybe not, or maybe even 44, right? But I don't think we're going to go much farther than that, which is good. It's okay. We need some weekly consolidation for the large whales to buy in, for the institutions to buy in. And what we see here, let me move the chart up a little bit. Let me move it up a little bit for you. There we go. And what we see here on the daily, we see these wicks, a lot of pressure to the downside, and that is positive for the bulls, showing that we do have buying coming in, and we are slightly slanted to the upside, which this is also positive, showing that we have more buying pressure than we have in the past. Volume bars are elevated, and so that's also showing a lot of buying, more so than what we have seen in the past. I wouldn't say a lot of buying, but more buying that we've seen in the past. But the price being so compressed shows that the bulls still really don't want to take a lot of risk right now. So this is indicative of consolidation. It's healthy, and although we may have some sell-off tonight, it shouldn't be that much. I mean, we shouldn't experience a whole lot of selling tonight. But again, I could be wrong. We'll just have to wait and see. The volume oscillator is getting ready to go positive if we can hold these price levels, and if we do hold these price levels, the RSI does have on the daily room to move up from the 37 much higher, but our stochastics is doesn't have much room to move up before it gets maxed out and starts to turn down. So what I think is going to happen on the daily is that a push up probably to 40, 41. If it's strong, maybe 44. Okay, and then getting rejected again by the bears and seeing selling by the large purchasers in these areas. So looks good. Looking at the 4-hour, we can also see that something's very interesting here. Something interesting is developing on the 4-hour. Let me show you what that is. Now on the higher time frames, I'm just expecting some range consolidation, right? That's kind of what we've seen in the past, and that would be healthy. And then on the daily, excuse me, it's showing that we don't have much upside until we get most likely a reversal and have a pull to the downside. But what's interesting here is I need to point out is this level where we're very close to right now, okay, which is going to be about 38,500, right? About 38,500 is a critical level, and I'll show you why here in a moment. Here we broke down from the 44 area level. Nope, excuse me, not 44. This is the 4 hours. So we broke down, let me remove that. We broke down from 39,300. That was previous breakdown on the 4 hour now. This area coincides with this rejection here. And then now we're back here at this area testing it again. What we can see and what I can see here is a pattern playing out. We have a cup and we have the handle. So this is a rough cup and handle. It's kind of sloppy, but it's a rough cup and handle pattern, which is bullish. Now if we can maintain this momentum and strength and break out over this 38,500, we could potentially see some upside. Now how far will that upside take us on the 4 hour? Let me see. Whenever we measure the potential breakout of a cup and handle, we need to take the neckline all the way down to the bottom of the cup. That measurement is going to give us a potential price target from the breakout. So if we were to break out here shortly, then the upside potential would be about 42,600, which makes sense because that would bring us right back up to where we broke down before on the 4 hour. That's if we do have a breakout. Now these patterns can fail. We've seen it fail at the 42, 43 level before, and this cup and handle could fail here again as well and have a pull to the downside, right? So it just remains to be seen the conviction of the bulls, whether they feel that they want to stay in their positions overnight. Usually we do see some selling after the weekend on Sunday nights. But if things are really bullish, then we don't see much selling at all. So it just remains to be seen. We are positive on the 4 hour volume oscillator, which is good, but can we hold it? That's the point. We are at resistance here, and then now we're testing that resistance once again. So I'm staying vigilant. I'm just kind of watching to see if we have a breakout. I'll probably take a position here, hoping for more upside. And if not, then there is a good chance we could just roll over, testing 35,600, or even to the bottom of the range, 35, 34. That probably would be, on the table. The stochastics on the 4 hour is turning down, which, it's indicative of some type of an impulse to the downside. Again, not surprising because today is Sunday and this is when people take profits. If we have a small pull to the downside, making a higher low somewhere around 37,200, and then we push higher, we could definitely have a breakout to the 42,000 area. And we could even go as high as 44, which I'll show you here shortly. That would bring us above the 30-day moving average on the daily. But finishing this off, RSI is 54 on the 4-hour. So we're neutral, slightly bullish on the RSI in the 4-hour. So we do have room to run to the upside for a nice push, and which this would play out the 42,000 area. Now, if you do take this this breakout of this cup and handle pattern, I would probably take profits up here at 42, and then if it still looks strong, I'd take a majority of profits at 42. If it still does look strong, then I'd look at between 42 and 44 to exit my position. Again, not financial or trading advice. It's up to you. You need to do your own research, and you're responsible for your own financial decisions. I'm not a financial advisor. And so there you go. That is the 4-hour. It looks good. Just looking for a short-term type of a cup and handle pattern to play out. Looking on the daily. Let's see here on the daily whether we can see that. What I was talking about before here. Okay, so yeah, so if this does play out, you can see here on the daily, and I'll move this higher. Okay, so you can see if this does play out, it'll bring us pretty much to where we were rejected before, at that 43,000 area. 43,000 area is the last high where we broke down, and then we would be possibly reclaiming that before having another pull to the downside. If we have a pull to the downside, and that would be right around the 30-day moving average. 30-day moving average is on the daily 40 to 41,000, actually 40,800. So that would show us peaking above that level a little bit, and that would be the target. 43,000 is a pretty much expected area for the bears to come in and try to push the price down. Now, if we do get pushed down, we come back and make a higher low, I'm going to be taking note of that, and I'm going to be taking a position for a possible long, for a longer term reversal. Now, am I saying that that's going to actually take place? The reversal will take place? No, I'm not saying that, but it's possible. It's possible that we could come down, get rejected, come down, make a higher low, and push higher, testing that level again, and for a possible break to the upside. It'll take some days to play out. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. What most likely could happen is a rejection from the cup and handle, and we just come down to the lower lows. Excuse me, not lower lows, but we come down to the 34, 35. We could make maybe a higher low, but see some type of consolidation here, and then have some impulses here to the upside like so. That makes more sense, and that would give me more confidence to take a position because of longer term consolidation, especially here on the daily. So there you have it, friends. Just waiting for things to play out. Like I said, here on the daily we do see stochastics a little bit elevated, so it does show that if we do have a impulse to the upside, we could see a rejection because our stochastics will then be maxed out, and then it's just a matter of seeing them cross and then have a pull to the downside. This 30-day moving average currently is at on the daily 41,200. Most likely the bears will come in heavy at that point. If we break above that slightly, that'll be the 50-day moving average, and then that's really where the bears will start coming in strong. So be vigilant. It's very possible that we could see a small pullback tonight, and then next week have a nice push to the higher areas of between 42 and 44, and then ultimately most likely get rejected, probably pull back to 36, 37, making a higher low, and then for another push to the upside. That's kind of what I'm expecting. It's going to take some days to play out. Be patient. In the meantime, it looks like we're going to be having a lot of activity on the altcoins. Watch your favorite altcoins. because most likely when Bitcoin is positive or stable, altcoins do trade well. Creating some gains today. AXS, Axia Infinity up 9%, Render up 7%, LRC up 6%, Arweave up 6%, Link's up 5.7%. That's nice. $17.17. Cody up 5%. Cake up 3%. Engine up 3%. So as you can see, the altcoins will continue to do well, and that's probably where you can focus to make some outsized short-term gains in comparison to Bitcoin. And that is my story. I'm sticking to it. There you have it, friends. Should be a good week. I'm looking for some potential this week, but I'm not looking for a macro long-term reversal this week. I'm looking for more consolidation over the following weeks. Price action between 30 where we are now, 37, 38 to 44, possible dip down to 34, 35. Thank you, friends, for watching. I appreciate it. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about Bitcoin? Do you think the bottom is in? Where do you think we're going from here? Are there certain altcoins you're looking at? Please let me know. Thank you for watching. Please give it a like as well. It helps the YouTube algorithm to promote the videos and help others find the videos. And so be careful. Remember the #1 rule. Never lose money. Always protect your money and your principal. Rule #2, make some money. We'll see you in the next video, friends. Thank you.